sure this is working. Hello, I'm having trouble connecting to Twitch, so this is a YouTube only episode today. Okay, so it was not last week, it was the week before. I believe that you guys had just arrived in Burj. You had not done much. You had done an encounter roll beforehand, which Coin rolled a natural 1 on.
Nothing bad will happen, I'm sure.
And yeah, so you guys have stopped over here. Nothing untoward happened on the way in. You got asked what you were doing here, and then you were let through. There was not a lot of trouble. Klaus, as you're rolling in the town, says that you guys should look for any supplies you need before they leave. We're not sure of, you can stay a day, probably, so it's afternoon when you've arrived, so afternoon, probably leave about midday tomorrow, so you've got about 12 hours to do any shopping and getting anything, so,
Blacksmith.
Okay, and you haven't found a inn yet either.
Well, we forgot to get our evidence, so I think we're just gonna go without it, right?
Oh, it's up to you guys.
Yeah, we'll just tell them it's kept safely with old mate. We've got the letter from him to these people to prove he's alive.
Something at least.
That's right, I'll just charisma roll our way through.
Oh yeah, that's all we're like.
That couldn't end badly, could it?
Well, we have luck points, right? Use your luck points.
Yeah, I might have to.
Just lie to them and just say he didn't trust it out on the open road.
Yeah.
Not that I advocate lying.
Yeah,
but,
sure. Of course not. Bruce lying? Well, what is his madness?
It's gonna shrink. Oh my goodness.
I want to go see if I can work in the blacksmith for a while.
Okay. So, since you don't know anything about town, can you give me an investigation check to see if you can find it?
Nope.
No, unfortunately, riding by the shops, people you ask don't seem to be inclined to tell you anything. It's, they see a lot of people pass through, but you're a stranger. Anybody else want to try anything?
I might just perform. Mine will be at the end of the night, but I guess I'll try and find a good inn where I can probably perform and we can stay.
Okay. Are you going to look for an inn, or are you going to sleep outdoors?
No, I'll look for an inn. Find us
Okay.
a good inn.
So are you the only one looking?
I'll look too. I investigation.
Okay. So you can roll an advantage, one of you.
Baden can roll.
Okay.
I'm really good at the charisma stuff.
My roll isn't great, but still it's decent enough.
Okay, let's see if this works now. Oh, that's why. Okay. Okay, so you're able to find a decent inn. It's not top class, but it's about as good. It's probably as good as what you've been staying in previously. Where is Bangalore? Okay, let's have a look. You're looking at probably single rooms. So the single rooms. I'll post this. You guys can see that. You guys can see that. I take it. Yep. And there are the prices for this this hotel. This inn. They also have they have a tavern downstairs as well, which will be which you pay for separately downstairs if you want to eat, drink. So you guys can decide how do you guys want. Do you want a Amelia and Klaus will be paying for their own double room, so you guys can split however you want.
Sure. I mean, there's 5 of us, so.
Shoshana's happy to take the single tonight.
Alright. I guess we're supposed to group up.
Okay, so the other 4 of you taking a quad room, or are you taking 2 doubles?
Quad works out, better price, right?
Yep.
Man, it depends. Do you want some privacy? Okay, so
Right.
I assume you're taking a quad room then. So
We could triple tag on checks.
I'm sure Kobo wouldn't stand for that kind of behavior.
Indeed.
If it's consensual, I think Kobo would be so down for that behavior.
Was taken out of the party gold, so it's 15, 20,
it's just 20 silver pieces.
20. Okay, okay.
So, is there anything you guys want to do now that you found an inn?
Ask the innkeeper where the blacksmith is.
He takes you to the door, points you about 3 doors down. There's a sign with an anvil on it.
And I make sure to tell him that people in this town are assholes.
He just nods his head.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I'll be like, alright, I'm going to the blacksmith for a little bit of work. And I'll head off.
Okay. So while you rock up the blacksmith, it's just a human. He's a bit surprised to see you, but town has many adventurers, so he greets you. Oi, how can I help you?
Yeah, I'm just looking to get a little training in. I just come around and help whenever I travel to different towns.
He
I was wondering
nods.
if you want me to help you.
He says, "All right, come back here," and he takes you to a room, and there's a couple of younger folk in there. Can't tell what age, but they look like they're trainees. And he says, "All right, you can go back there with them and help them out. They're smelting and prepping ingots."
See, thank you. And I go in.
Okay. You'll probably get, I don't know, a good 4 hours working, so you can roll for it. You'll take a -2 to whatever roll you get, so because it's only a small. Okay, 12, not bad.
Alright, I'm changing the number then.
Yep. What about the rest of you?
Any plants in this particular city? I'm just gonna relax and that's it. Just,
Klaus says he's going out with Amelia to buy extra rations.
I got my rations already, so
I got plenty of rations.
Okay.
I'm also looking pretty good.
Okay.
I'll just
I'm not worried about it.
I'll just promote my show. So that
Okay.
I'll maybe do some promo.
Give me a. Ooh, give me a charisma check.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh.
People, you drum up some support, but some people aren't too enthused.
I was gonna mention actually, one thing I can do, I guess, in these places where there's not much for me to do cartography stuff is if anyone wants to play cards, I have a gaming set of playing cards, so if people want to pass time.
How does that work?
I don't
Is
know.
it like?
I mean,
Is it called
maybe I don't know. We have cards. You can play
Yahtzee.
any card game. I mean, I think it's more like just like something you just like, just do the pastime. That's all, rather than actually like rolling for it or anything. But I don't know.
Vaden, you can try and hustle people.
It become a comment. It's like
I think there's. I think the only one I know of is 3 Dragon Ante. I think that is a card game in it.
I think that's
Yeah,
a dice
like a
one,
D&D.
isn't it?
No, the deck consists of 70 cards, plus 2 reference cards. It doesn't really matter. Well, like, just roll some. We just roll some dice if you wanted to.
I'm basically playing myself right now, anyways. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm just gonna mess around with the cards.
So you spend a bit of time messing around with your playing cards. Like, anything else? Anything else anyone else wants to do? Okay. Well, if that's the case, then we'll move on to nighttime. So it is dinner time. You've got the option of a couple of meals. The basic meal is 10 silver and comes with a drink, and then there's the big meal, which is 50 silver pieces, and there's the extravagant meal, which is 1 gold piece.
I'll have a gold piece.
Oh, really?
Okay, so
I'll pay
Thanks, man.
just for tonight.
okay.
I'll spend actually around rations like 10 silver or how much are rations, Joe?
2 silver.
Oh, 2.
Yeah, 2
I'll just
silver.
eat a
They're not,
ration.
they're not expensive.
I'll just eat one of my rations.
So I mean, basically, it's jerky, dried fruit, nuts. It's not the most appetizing thing in the world.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
more like snacks.
Yeah, I just don't trust I don't know how great the food's gonna be regardless, so I don't want to spend too much
Okay,
on it.
no, it's fine. Anybody else want to order, or are we only having one extravagant meal?
I will do. You said 50 silver?
Yep.
That's 5 gold.
Yeah, I know it's an expensive one.
Small town, yeah. They got some expensive taste.
The
Wasn't it 1 gold?
No, 50,
But you said
50
said
silver
the-
pieces is 5 gold. There's a 1 gold extravagant meal, and then there's a 5 gold meal.
Oh. No,
You just, the way you said it though,
I know.
it sounded like the middle one was the.
No, that's
Expensive.
there's the extravagant meal. There's a big meal that it just says big meal, and it's got 50 silver.
Oh,
Right?
It's a Big
so
Mac.
you don't know what it is, right? The other ones at least like have some information about it. This is a mystery meal.
Ooh. Open the box.
That's special.
Chang, did you get
Possum.
Did you get the copyright for using Big Meal as the name of your meal? Was that okay?
I will do the 1 gold piecemeal.
Okay.
I think for me, out of the kindness of my heart, I'll pull some rations out of my pack and sit down next to Quirin.
Okay. So that leaves Kobo.
I'll take pity.
I do
I'll
not
just
have
have
much
some
money.
rations.
Okay. So 2 1 gold meals come to your table. They come with drinks. So you get alcohol. You get a bottle of alcohol of your choice.
Ooh.
And then you get a large steak, a side of soup or stew, and a large salad.
Oh, that sounds delicious. I look
I look
over
at the
it.
salad, and I'm like, here, you can have this with your rations.
How generous of you.
I'm just like going into mine. I look over at Shax and Claire, I'm like, how are the rations, guys? With like a big
Yeah.
mouthful of this juicy.
Oh, it's great.
steak.
Same as they were yesterday.
So I'm going to I'm going to try to create a distraction.
Okay.
I'm going to count as
It'd be sleight of hand, probably.
okay.
I mean, it really depends what you're trying to do, but it's probably sleight of hand.
I'll
Do you want me
distract
to
him and
punch
steal
out
some
the-
food.
Yeah, it's sleight of hand.
Natural
Wanna
one.
roll good?
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was a good one. Okay, so who are you distracting?
Well, I'll distract. I think it was Shoshana was the one
Okay.
who talked to us first.
So, Shoshana, do you notice him?
Passive or active?
Are you actively looking at him?
I was talking to them.
Then probably
That I'm eating.
give me a perception at disadvantage then, because you are distracted at the moment.
Oh damn!
That.
No,
disadvantage,
you miss. You're able to slice off a big piece of the steak.
Yes. The fashions are quite good. I know you guys are have such a fine taste, but this is enough for me. But I'm sure your steak is quite good.
Okay. So will you guys enjoy
I simply
yourself?
don't know what you're missing, Query.
You might be missing less than you think.
Okay, so after dinner, can I get a Constitution roll from you, Shoshana, to see how drunk you are when you're getting up on stage?
Isn't
I
that
would have
instant
only had a
performance?
glass. Oh, if it's a whole bottle, I only would have had a glass.
Okay, that's fine then. But yeah, okay.
And shared the rest of the bottle with the table.
Okay.
And it would have been a champagne.
Okay, that's
Damn.
a type of wine. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Mine would have been mead, and I wouldn't have shared it.
I
enough.
figured that. Okay, so so it's now performance time.
Righty, let's see how we go. I'll give them like a little bit of a pop song number this time. Ooh.
Wow, nice. So, despite your earlier advertisements falling flat, the crowd really, really gets into it. 2D.
And we're looking like in the vein of like Toxic by Britney Spears.
What? Oh, fuck. Gotta do the pluses. Plus. Okay. Wow, okay, so they're quite generous.
Whoop, whoop.
5 gold, 6 silver, 28 copper.
Ooh.
So they're very generous with you, like with your with your performance. They really, really enjoyed it. Some of them even call for a encore.
Damn, you made money, didn't you?
The 5 gold was from a blowy after the show.
Oh.
And does this place look like it'll have any arm wrestling?
I
Or
mean,
did they drag me to the fancy place again?
it's not the fanciest place in the world, but it doesn't have the rough and tumble sort either.
I'll still look for somebody.
Okay, give me a perception check. Okay, let's give me a roll d20. Is there anyone in? Okay, in one of the corners, you see a couple of ferrymen. From the looks of like their outfit, they're tanned, and they're having a good time. They're a little drunk, but one of the couple of them have got actually their arms on the table at the moment, and they're actually like wrestling with each other.
I'll take the winner.
Okay, just let me D2. Okay, so the one on the left slams down his opponent. He's slightly taller, lankier guy. He takes a swig. He pulls forward, looks like a gold piece from the table. So there was 2 5s. Oh, not a gold piece. Sorry, there were 2 5s. There was 5 silver. There was 10 silver on the thing, and he pulls it forward. And he's like, sits back. And he's like, so you're gonna sit down and challenge him?
Yeah, I'll ask him if he wants to do it for gold.
Okay. He looks you over. He's a little bit drunk, and he nods forward and puts his arm on the table.
You've got this, baby. And I give him a bardic inspiration.
Can I get a sleight of hand for that?
Oh, whoops. Okay, yep. Okay, where's that sheet? Oh, I'm good at that. Ish. Yeah, I am good at that.
Okay. So nobody notices you giving him the pep talk. Like, they hear you giving the pep talk, but they don't notice that you're like
The
magically
side of it.
helping. Yeah, magically helping him. Okay. So you sit down and prepare your arm. So
Definitely gonna use it on that one.
okay.
I love this racket we've got.
I know you're making money off them performance-wise. You make money off them that wise in terms of being their strong people.
We're just going through skimming every town.
Okay. So he's pushing you down, and then all of a sudden you find a well of strength, and you swing him back. And he grunts. He doesn't notice you do this either, so he's quite drunk. Okay.
You're talking a foreign language, Ken Quer.
Oh, God damn it.
There we go. That's better.
Try as he might, he just can't stop, and his hand slams against the table as he rolls a natural one.
Sweet.
So he pushes forward his gold piece and like bugger off. And it's like he just lost everything he made, and just like shaking his head.
Get him a drunk.
Nope, not this time.
Okay.
My mead's mine tonight.
Any more hustling you guys want to do before you head to bed?
Nope.
Okay.
The only thing I work on in the future though is just try to get good at cards and like beating people or something with them. I don't know. Or yeah, I don't know. Well, I'll figure it later.
So probably the way we do cards is we'd roll 3d6. So we'd roll 3d6. And basically we do one round of do you want to swap any of them, and then do it like that.
Okay.
We don't really have like physical die, so we'd probably have to do it outside the game. But yeah.
We could play some cards at night when we're camping, Vaden.
Yeah.
Yeah, for practice
I'd love
games
to.
you could do it. Okay. So you guys head up. Guys get a long rest.
Long rest.
So it's late morning when so you guys would get up at normal time, so probably about 8 to 9, unless you want to get up earlier. But it is late morning when Klaus and Amelia emerge. They are ready to go now, unless you guys have any extra shopping.
No, I'm quite ready to go when you lot are.
Yes.
No breakfast?
You guys
Well,
would have had breakfast.
Okay.
Like, you're not sure what they have done, but you guys would have had breakfast.
That doesn't be on our way unless we have something important.
Okay, so you guys get up in the carts. Amelia looks tired. She has, but they get in. Klaus is up front again. Anyone specifically in any spots? I assume Corinne's up front, map making again.
Yep. I'll ride my horse.
Okay.
Is it like an enclosed carriage?
It has like a canvas top, but you can lift.
Also, I can't sit on the roof.
No, you wouldn't be able to sit
Okay.
on it. It's I mean,
Just fallen.
actually, you could probably because it's got it's got like struts on it, so you could, given your size, because you are small on the smaller side, you could probably get up there and sit up there if you wanted to.
No, I'll if it was fully like wooden, I would have.
No,
I wouldn't be stable enough. No, I'll just chill inside.
Chang, I'm not feeling too well.
It's okay.
I might head to bed.
Yep. Okay.
Sorry, mate. Good night.
All right,
I will be on the lookout for something to hunt.
Okay. Well, okay. Then can I get a perception roll from you and Quirin? Okay, well, first of all, Quirin, your map making skills provide that you have a good understanding of the area and you're slowly expanding your map. Baby, you find a few hares just darting through the bush.
Shoot it.
Okay, give me an attack roll. Yep, okay. You're able to pin one to the ground. They're not particularly hard to hit, so you have a single ration from the hare, so and can I get a d20 from the four of you as you guys are on the road? Checks. Average.
Tie my hair to my saddle.
Okay.
Oh, those rolls. Oh,
Yep.
Wow.
We're all dead.
Okay. So as it's so nothing unusual happens unless you're specifically paying attention. You do notice a few like carts coming from Liora to Burge. Nothing particularly untoward. They're just merchants. But as you're coming out of town, about 4 or 5 miles, it's mid-afternoon. You see a farmhouse as you're walking past, and it is the door has been bashed open.
wonder what poor soul lives there.
Looks like they got broken into, though.
Are we feeling heroic today?
Look at Klaus. What do you think?
He shrugs his shoulders. If you wish to investigate, you may. We will stay by the carriage, though.
Okay.
So you guys going to investigate the farm?
Just take a quick look.
Let's
Okay,
be careful, though. It could be a trap for those filthy bandits.
Yeah, I'm just concerned about leaving the people we need to protect her well, but then again, they can protect themselves pretty well.
Valid point.
Kobo will stay with them. He volunteers to stay back with them.
Yes, perfect.
No healing if we go down.
Who needs healing?
Kobo says, "If you go down, call me."
Just yell.
Make a lot of noise as you go down.
There we go.
I'll attempt to creep up.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Let's be sneaky.
Is it stealth time?
Yes.
Ooh. Oh.
There's a muffin.
Where the fuck did Shax go?
I have ascended to John Cena.
So, when you go in, looking on the inside, baby, you notice that there's some small footprints on the ground. Can you give me a nature roll?
Those fucking kobolds that my contacts warned us about back in that other town.
You're pretty sure all of these are kobold footprints.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I ain't fucking worried. I'm walking right in.
Okay, as you walk
She's
in,
like,
as you
Let's
walk in,
fuck them up.
you get to there, and all of a sudden you get attacked.
All of the pack tactics.
They don't need pack tactics. They're attacking from stealth.
Oh, true, yeah.
Attack at
it's an
advantage.
ambush.
Oh, that one at advantage. Neither of them rolled a crit. They both hit though.
Better armor.
You take 8 damage as 2 of them stab you.
That's weird.
And okay. Okay, now we're in combat.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh,
man.
wow. We're fucked.
Wow. Wow.
Impressive.
That's some impressive rolls, guys.
We'll be fine.
Okay.
I thought I was just waiting to see what happens before we make a move.
So I believe that baby is visible. Shax is not. What did Quirin and Shoshana roll?
I think I got a 13 or a 12. I got a 12.
I got 15.
Okay, both of you are visible.
Oh, okay. Fuck their perception.
Okay, so first up this guy.
Seeing kobolds.
So this guy comes out from behind and then gets advantage on the attack against Shoshana in the back. Advantage. Ooh. 17.
Yep, that hits.
You take a whole 3 damage as a sling bullet hits you.
Whew.
And he steps back.
See, I think Tyranny of Dragons made me more afraid of kobolds than I should be.
I mean...
They're annoying as hell.
Okay. Come on. Okay. Okay, so this guy comes out and slings Shoshana. 18.
That hits.
Let's see. Damage. Normal. 3 more damage. They have rolled minimum damage every time so far.
It's all good. I'm still half health now, though.
Okay.
Fuck my hit points.
5, 10, 15, 20,
Oh, no.
25, 30. That's okay. Quirin, you get attacked from behind.
Uh-oh.
But I don't think a 9 hits you.
No, I got 15
Oh.
armor class.
They're all going before us.
Yeah. Well, it's okay. Now it's our turn to beat the shit out of them. Well, not yet. Only one more turn,
They
but
keep coming.
Okay, baby! Pack tactics! He gets advantage against you.
Double advantage.
16.
Yeah.
4 damage. And now it is baby's turn.
Okay, I'm going to attack this one.
Okay.
we bought those potions of healing.
The only one who hasn't attacked yet.
Oh, no.
That is a miss, unfortunately. And they're going to use their reactions. Advantage. Yep, a 15 hits. For 4 more damage. Attack at advantage. A 19 hits, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and I'm down.
Yep, you're down. 5 damage.
Oh.
Shax! Nothing has seen you yet.
And I can't see them. I can't.
This is not a love shack. I'm going to come up here and give this guy a good thwacking, I think.
Okay. So you have advantage on your first attack. Because you are stealth.
Take
Okay! I'm pretty sure he's dead. Yes, he is dead.
So very dead.
So you just walk up and go, punch, and he just like flies back a space and just drops dead.
And I jump over his corpse and give like a kickflip to the one at the back.
Yep, okay. That's a hit.
That's it.
That's enough to kill him.
Oof. Okay.
5.
I think I'll just stay here and look in the window and see what I see. Which is Baby Lou getting
Fuck,
shanked.
another one gets a fucking turn. Kobo!
Oh no. So he comes out and critically stabs you for 8 damage.
I'm down.
I might add Kobo. Oh no!
Has to help our team in the first round before we can act. I think we're kind of screwed up. I think we screwed up a little bit.
See, Ben, kobolds are scary, okay?
Yep. Okay.
How many crits?
No, they just. I just rolled their initiative. Okay, Quirrin, you're up.
Oh wow. Okay. So on my screen I see Shoshana, or at least on my vision I see Shoshana. I don't let him
You
know
just see,
that.
you see
baby
Shoshana
unconscious.
just fall unconscious.
Already so soon. Okay. I will give her potion of healing.
Okay, so you're gonna walk up to probably there, I take it, and give her a potion of healing?
I should move here because I have to attack this thing afterwards.
Yeah, okay.
Well, actually, no, I forgot. I'm range. What am I doing?
Yeah, you're ranged. And remember, using a potion on someone else is an action.
Oh, action. Okay.
Using it on yourself is a bonus action.
Okay. I think
Or
I
you
think
can
I
just
did.
shoot someone.
I'll shoot someone because I need to get rid of them.
Okay. I mean, you should still walk away.
3, 4. Okay, cool. I'll move away. See if I have the better vision now, and I will shoot this one.
Okay.
So that's normal. So no anything special.
Yep, that's a hit. What am I meant to do?
Nice.
-9.
Max damage.
Yep, he's dead. Okay, I get to roll a
Avenge you.
death saving throw for Shoshana. Roll d20. Okay, fair enough.
No, that's great. And then I was actually try to. Sorry, I was actually try to stealth. Can I stealth?
You're in the line of sight of of at
I
least one
can.
of them.
Yeah, okay. Never mind.
Okay, so this guy's going to drop his. As he's running, he's going to drop his dagger, and he's going to sling you. And miss you by quite a fair whack. Seeing how poorly you guys are faring, the guys who are standing back are going to join in on the fray. Okay, so
More enemies.
5, 10, 15, 20. Amelia's just going to throw a firebolt at him. Where is it? There. Okay, 8 damage. -8. So that drops him. 25, 30. I believe he has how many feet?
You're gonna wonder why they're
10,
paying us
15,
soon.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Take it out of our
50, 55,
earnings, and then
55,
have to
70,
save you 6-7 times.
80 feet. So Klaus is going to stand in the doorway there, blocking the door. Okay, this kobold. This is the only one left. He's going to come up to the door. He can't get away now, so he's going to try and kill. He's going to try and get past Klaus. Mm-mm. 18 AC. He actually hits.
Oh,
There's hit Klaus. Bastard.
no.
So that makes he should be at a full 95, so that makes 89. Okay. Baby is down. I get to roll a death saving throw for baby. Roll d20. Okay, fair enough. Okay. 5, 10, 15,
We can't get
20,
in range,
25, 30. What spells does he have?
What's the range on Channel Divinity?
Yeah, you should have that.
30 feet.
That one hit me and That won't even hit me. Is it a healing word? Maybe is that 60 or 30?
Healing word is 60 feet, so he can hit you with it. Okay, so he's going to healing word. Shoshana. Cast spell. Healing. Normal. Shoshana,
not
you get
bad.
10 hit points back.
I'm nearly full health.
And he's going to stop there. Shax.
Okay, now, would you say that this is a window that I could fit through, or I'm going to have to go through the door?
No, you could jump through the window. I mean, you would have to make an acrobatics check to see if you, like, cut yourself, but otherwise you could definitely, like, break the window.
Oh.
Okay, so you just leap through the window, you tumble, and the glass, like, you know those action movies where, like, the glass, when you shoot it out, just spreads everywhere, and, like, the person just runs straight through it? Basically, that's what happens.
You're running on the natural 20s.
I'm the anti-Vaden today. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I just thwonk this kobold on the back of the head.
Okay.
With advantage from
No, it's not advantage, it's +2 to hit.
Okay.
That's not going to help. No, it's not going to help.
I wink at Klaus and then go for it again.
Okay, that hit.
A
Minus
2
5.
on every damage roll.
It's okay, it killed it.
It's just enough, maybe. I look back at Baby Lou, unsure of how to actually help the poor thing.
Oh,
Go
there's
away,
apparently
baby,
still
need
one
help.
right there as well.
Oh shit! We're not out of it yet.
Okay, Shax, is there anything else you want?
No.
Okay.
You gotta lick my wounds.
Quirin.
Oh my god.
To shoot the last one.
Okay. Okay, that's a hit.
Yeah, well, damage is good at least.
Yeah, you're doing lots of damage. Okay, so that's the end of that turn. Okay, in combat.
I'll go use my I guess we have healing potions, or we have healing spells. I'll just say I can use the what's called the healer's kits, but I guess we don't need them.
I mean,
Probably
technically,
don't.
Kobo could use the healer's kits, but he's
Before
just gonna.
that happens, I fall to my knees next to Baby Lou, and in a panic, I put my fingers into his mouth and try and spread his saliva onto his open wounds to heal them.
Okay. As you do that, like
For me, please, Baby Lou.
as you do that, like Shax, you don't notice it, but Kobo heals you for 10 hit points, and so it's as you're putting saliva down him, like he's just like and wakes up.
Baby Lou.
Healing saliva.
So yeah, baby gets 10 hit points back.
You knew it was true this whole time.
What are you doing?
The same way that you healed me. I used your
Ask for
stick.
consent. Come on.
Yeah. Well, of course, that's how my saliva works.
Shax just sort of like makes a mental note to pick up some empty vials in the next town.
Okay.
Not hoarding it. Oh my god. Start trying to brew potions out of it. That could be another one of our hustles.
Oh god.
We can be like we can start like snake oil. Basically, snake oil against snake oil doesn't.
Kobo's out the back doing like sleight of hand healing words from the backstage. We're out there like, watch the miracle healing.
Oh my god. So after that performance, like Amelia and Klaus go back to the cart, and Kobo follows them.
I wonder if the poor people that used to live here are still around.
So in this room is a storeroom. There's not much here. It looks like a lot of it has been eaten by the kobolds. There's a few barrels, but whatever's left has been rotten. Quirin, what are you specifically looking for?
Looking around, this is just general investigation. I
Okay, so looking over, a lot of this furniture has been overturned. Some broken dishes. Whatever happened here, it's been a few days at least. There is a slight smell to the air. They have been here a little bit. You're unsure, but you probably guess people just ignore like houses like these usually. Coming into this room, you see papers on a desk. But most of them have red substance, which you assume is blood all over them, on this table, and there aren't any books left in the bookshelves.
Interesting. I'd like to have a look through the papers and see if they
Okay.
anything in particular.
You can make out a few numbers. They look like some type of farming records, but for the most part, all of it is too badly damaged to really make anything out anymore. Quirin, opening the room, you see two half-eaten humans lying on beds. They look like they were a snack for the kobolds.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Yes.
They look like there any like paintings or anything to see if they're like husband and wife or
No, there's no
brother and
identifying.
sister.
You're unsure. They could be either.
I'm saying leave. We're gonna go up here.
I feel an epic ballad coming on.
Is it about a brother and sister who ended up dead to kobolds?
Something like that.
Yeah, there's not much in this room, unfortunately. Not anymore. Kobolds ransacked the place, so whatever was valuable or food has just gone now.
Okay.
Should we take the kobold ears just in case somebody's offering up money for them later?
That's a good idea. These people around here seem to like the ears of beasts.
I'll investigate the corpses of the kobolds.
Perhaps their tails.
You can definitely take their ears, for the 6 of them. The kobolds have slings and daggers on them, but that's it. You do note, however, that they did not appear to be affected by the usual kobold trait of being sunlight sensitive.
That's true. It is during the day, is it not?
But apart from that, there's nothing particularly special about these kobolds, apart from the fact they weren't affected by the sunlight.
No belts or anything on them?
Nope, they have a loincloth on, but that's it.
How should I? So I guess I'll just put like 3 slings or something, whatever, in the bag of hold, or I guess Kobo has a bag of holding, so Kobo has that. But like,
There's 6 slings and about 40 bullets lying about.
Kobo, put these in your bag in our bag of holding.
Okay.
The 6 slings, the bolts, yeah. 3 of my arrows, or at least one of them, I guess. I think it's normal works, right? So,
Yeah, you get one back.
What shape are the daggers in?
They're just rusty. They're rusty daggers that look like they've been like thrown away and then repurposed by these
quick perimeter check. I don't see anything in the back, huh?
It's just a pile of wood that you could make a fire in the hearth if you really wanted to.
Okay. All right.
No animals on the farm?
I mean, if you want to go out and look, you're unsure. Like, you'd have to. The farm is. This is quite a big farm, so there's, I don't know, a few acres of farmland. So you'd actually have to look. Go away, Windows.
Alright. Should we look around the farm, see if there's any animals? In particular, horse?
That's a good idea. Horses could be useful.
Okay.
Okay.
Make an investigation check, somebody.
Oops.
Ooh.
Let's see. D20 plus D20. Wow. Okay. So you find some cows. You find some chickens. or what you assume to be chickens. They're a little bit bigger than what you remember chickens to be, but
Dire chickens.
but apart from that, nothing super unusual. Unfortunately, you find a barn which you think would have held horses, but they've either been sold, or they've gotten out, or they're out on a like pasture somewhere that you haven't seen.
Hmm.
It's like these ones have been sent out to pasture, so to speak.
Plunk a couple chickens, 2 of them.
Okay. Roll to attack. See if you can actually hit them. You definitely hit the chickens. Not with that one, you don't. So you got one chicken.
Guess I only hit 1.
The other one goes thunk into the back wall. So you get one. The chickens like look at you and then scatter just as the second one comes.
So does that summon a bunch of chickens to attack us?
No, it does not. Despite being really fat chickens, they're still just chickens.
Fair enough.
So you can have another ration with that chicken.
What a sad fate. These poor people. They're just living on their own. It's a dangerous world, is it not? So I go into Klaus and Amelia and thank them.
Okay.
Thank you for your assistance. It was an unexpected fight.
Class goes, yes. Kobolds can be surprisingly effective when they have the element of surprise.
I tie the chicken next to my hair.
Okay. Seeing you guys come back and a little bit wounded, Amelia kind of giggles to the fact that like you guys had so much trouble with kobolds, but you guys held yourself so much better against a surprise attack at night.
I look
RNG.
at her funny and I'm like, this wasn't the kobolds. Look, I got a chicken out of it.
She nods.
And I just smile at her.
It's all RNG. Come on. You know.
Is there anything else you guys want to do, or are you going to move on again?
Keep moving.
Okay.
Get on out of here.
So you guys leave the farm behind. You travel for another few hours. Can I get a perception check from somebody? So either Quirin or Baby, because I assume you two are out the front. To see if you guys can find a suitable place to rest.
Oops.
Okay.
Like it's slim pickings tonight.
Yeah.
You find a
Beautiful.
particularly gravelly area that you think you could rest in. It's probably going to be an uncomfortable night for all involved.
Yeah, rocks are good for your back.
Kobo will be taking the night again to himself. So he spends his time grooming. So what's the order going to be?
Who's covered grooming?
Himself.
What were last time? I guess it doesn't matter.
I'll take first watch.
I'll take second.
I'll take third.
Guess I got 4th.
Sure. Shana,
I give the chicken and hair to Klaus.
Quirin. To you. Quirin.
Tell him you always do a good job cooking, so I'll let you continue doing it.
Okay.
And I tell him it's not because he's a butler.
Yeah, I don't want to stereotype. Come on.
Ooh, he rolls a natural 1 on his cooking check tonight.
Oh no.
Jeez. Despite it's just really plain. It's not a disgusting meal. It's just plain.
Yeah, you don't have all poisoning.
No food poisoning. So it's just a plain meal, unfortunately. And then after that, you guys retire. Shoshana, you're up first, I believe.
Certainly am. Perception.
Okay.
disadvantage?
disadvantage because you can't see at night. Oof. You don't see much. So the night passes. Not a lot happens. You spend 2 hours. Is there anything you want to do during your 2 hours?
I'll just start trying to compose my ballad about the two farmers who were waiting for their son to come home, who never did, and then they heard the knock on the door, and that they thought it was their son coming home, but it was kobolds.
Okay, give me a performance check. This will be this will determine the outcome. This will either give you advantage or disadvantage on your next. Oof. Okay, we'll see how that affects your next performance.
And I call it the House of the Rising Sun because the kobolds are unfazed by the sun.
Okay. So you go in and wake Quirin, I believe was next.
Yeah.
I think second actually is Shax.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Shax is next. Okay, Shax.
We go wake up Shax.
Damn, man.
Oh, 20 and a 2.
Gotta keep the good times rolling, you know?
Okay. The good times keep rolling. Is there anything you want to do while you're
We're all murdered in our sleep.
I don't. No, not tonight. I'm not going to do anything crazy or get charcoal or anything like that.
Okay. So you watch the night peacefully. You doze off a couple of times, but you wake up in time to wake up Quirin.
Yeah, to give him my customary nudge with my toe.
Okay. Quirin, you get woken up by being kicked.
As usual. Can't be more gentle.
If I'm more gentle, you just say 5 more minutes, Query. It's your turn.
I mean, it's true, but still, the principle. Anyways, I'll get up and.
Okay. Is there anything you want to do while you're watching?
No, I'll look at my cards every once in a while.
Okay.
But I'm like, I can't really see anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Like,
Give me a perception check at disadvantage. I mean, there's enough firelight that you would be able to make out the cards, but
sure, but
ooh, okay. So as you're watching, you hear a rustle, and looking over, you can see the outline of a large deer. It hasn't
Okay.
noticed you yet.
Yeah, I'll leave it alone. I don't want to. If I
Okay.
kill it, it's gonna wake up everyone pretty much similar to the death scream. So
Okay.
otherwise, I'm gonna go for it at all.
Okay. So you spend your 2 hours, and then you go wake up baby.
I'll admire nature and he's like a baby.
Okay, baby, you wake up. Is there anything you want to do during your 2 hours?
I stoke that fire right up.
Okay. Fire
And
burns brightly.
And then I sit down and I start writing the story of the love-struck farmers that were brother and sister. And how they got eaten by kobolds.
Classic tale.
Can I get a performance check from you?
This is what I come down to is baby Luke become like a smut writer.
Baby Lou the smut rider. That's gonna be great.
All fanfic, you know.
50 Shades of Kobold.
50 Shades of Farmers, man.
Don't forget their brother and sister.
Yeah, of course. Gotta
I
have
mean,
incest.
in the country, isn't that normal?
Usually it's knocked down to cousins, not usually brother and sister, but whatever.
Oh, they're alone. Yeah, no one else. Like that's it.
Okay. So can I get a perception check from you? As the only one who
yeah.
can see in dark. You're really, really focused on that story of yours.
Hell yeah.
We're so bad.
Okay. Nothing happens, however, so you guys can have advantage of. You can have your long rest now. Oh my goodness. So. So 2 more days of travel. Okay. So you get up in the morning. Clock is running, so that's why it's a bit late, but that's okay. And you guys continue on the road. How we organized?
Stay in front
I'll
of
be
the
on my
usual.
horse again.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just chill in with Amelia and chat to her along the way.
Shax? You
All right
can't.
up front, Klaus and Quirin this time.
Okay.
Trying to get her to spill all the secrets on Klaus.
Yep. Eastern characters for sure.
Roll a persuasion check for me.
Off dice.
She's tight-lipped on Klaus's past. She does say that Klaus has trained her as a fighter, but she didn't show particular. She didn't have a good. She didn't have a talent for his way of fighting, basically. But she
but
did
you
learn
weren't-
some self-defense from him.
Oh yeah, did
Sure,
I get
how
horse
not to
riding?
be disregarded.
Yes, can you roll that as well?
Okay.
Not bad. Okay. Shax, while you're up front, about a few hours into the journey, Klaus turns to you and says, "So, what's your story? How do you
He
end
likes
up
to
on the
get
road
licked.
here?"
Well, my someone close to me continuously has been racking up debts, and I've been the one to settle them for him. That's why I'm actually here with Quirin, who's sitting on the other side of you.
He nods and says, "Ah, the debts of close friends. Be careful of those. They can get you in trouble."
No more trouble than I can handle, I promise.
And he smiles and nods and says, "It looks like you have a good head on your shoulders."
I just hope that it stays there. In fact, I'm hoping to see that individual very soon.
Yeah, he nods and says, "Excellent. Hopefully, you don't hopefully he doesn't rack up any more debt for you." I say as I am adding extra days to your debt. Plus 4. Okay. Is there anything you want to ask him, or do you just want to continue on? So this will be Kobo's D20. Can I get a perception check from Quirin and Baby? Because I assume, Baby, you're trying to hunt something again.
Yeah, I'm always.
And
on the
Quirin
lookout.
is making a map. Today's map is not very good. Like it has the path, and it has like sticks coming out of it representing grass, but that's it. You're not able to see much. Anything that like you could see is a little bit like you'd have to go off the road long enough that would delay travel. So unless you particularly want to go off the road to like go like shoot a measly like bird that you have a disadvantage on.
No.
Okay. So rolling along, again you see carts going. Some carts racing past you as if they're in a rush. Some going the opposite direction. You see a night patrol come past you. They are guarding what looks like to be a prison carriage, and they're heading down this direction. At this point, you're about here, and you travel. You're a little bit shy of halfway there.
What does the prisoner look like?
He has long hair, a scraggy beard. He has dirt all over his face. You're not able to see much of him. He looks like he has not been fed in a long time. So he has been treated very poorly.
As we pass by, I'm gonna throw a ration into him.
Okay, are you doing it discreetly?
Nope.
Okay. So he like when he sees that, like he bends down and is like he can't move his hands, and so he starts like chewing on like the meat. The knights don't do anything; they don't care. But yeah, he's like chewing the meat, like bending down, like, and you're unsure, but it's like the surface of the cage that he is in wet, and you would surmise that it's probably his own waste that he's sitting in, and now he's currently eating out of it.
Positively disgusting. What's that cretin in for? I shout out to the knights.
He murdered someone real important.
Oh, really? Who?
And he says, town up the road, Liora. Someone important to the, Lord.
Oh, dear,
Can't say much more than that.
How terrible.
It was. Thankfully, we caught the creep.
Insight.
Yeah.
Did he really do it?
Okay, get inside.
Fuck, no, I can't. Baby
Shit.
can.
Baby, well.
Baby Quirin, you get the feeling the knight doesn't care if he did it.
Yeah, Patsy.
Like, if he did do it, like, great, but the knight seems like one of those people that he has orders that says he did it, and so he's carrying out the orders from above. He just doesn't give a damn.
Where is he being taken?
He's being taken down.
To Chinatown?
No. He's being taken down to Isla, southern capital.
Oh, interesting. Why would you be taken all the way down there?
He
that like
smiles.
the-
He smiles and says, "They want a good confession out of him." Can I, Shoshana? You would know this.
It's the enhanced interrogation capital of.
Well, it's not the capital of it, but they have a It's very religious down there, and they have their ways of getting what they want.
Get Mo.
And they have less strict rules down there.
Okay, well.
Oh, I see.
Too bad.
Sucks to be you, sir, in the cage.
And so as you're rolling, like, this happens just in the space of a few, like a minute as you guys are passing. But yeah.
No, dude.
Well, safe
God, by
trip.
competition.
So you guys, that is your most exciting encounter on the road.
I'll warn them of the three-eyed bandits, whatever they are.
Okay.
Red bandits
Kobolds.
and the
you know,
kobolds.
Awesome, actually. Hey, so, well, actually, never mind. I'm not going to bother asking them because it's around time for a competition for them, but it's fine. I'll send tell them about it.
They thank you for the warning of the bandits and the kobolds. Okay, so for the three who are out front, so I believe it's Shax, Baby, and Quirin. Can I get a perception check to see if you guys see anywhere, or one of you? Okay.
I'll take care of it for everyone.
Again,
Yeah, rolling shit tonight.
a not relatively comfortable spot for you guys to relax in. Can I get a D20 from each of you as well? Any other encounters on the road? No. Oh, that was close. Okay.
Well, now I get a good one.
Yeah, there are your good rolls. Okay. So you guys settle in for the night. It's sitting down on the ground because there are no rocks. This is just a open, flat area. You find enough like kindling to make a fire, but that's about it. This area you notice as you sit down is exceptionally rough. Tonight you're gonna have to make a Constitution check to see if you guys will get a good night's sleep.
Oh shit.
Okay, so you guys have dinner. D20 plus 5. How well is this cooked tonight? Okay, decently well. So, unlike his poor performance last night, he does decently well tonight. So Klaus serves something to look forward to before you guys have a poor night's sleep.
We still have to deduct our rations, right? Though.
Yes, you do.
Oh shit, I better do that for last night then too.
I think last night we had a chicken, right? This night we don't have it.
Probably.
Horse riding again?
Yep. Oh, almost. Are we having the same order?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay, Shoshana.
Oh,
Nice. So, what are you doing? Anything else?
I might work on another song about inspired by the murderer. See if I can compose a little song about him.
Okay, roll me a performance. See if you're inspired.
Like a bit of a blues chain gang sort of
Okay.
song. Let's performance, was it?
Performance, yep.
No.
He does not inspire you. Like you start writing out your tune, but all of a sudden you find yourself mentally blocked, and whatever you had before is like it doesn't fit together. You can try again if you want another day, but
Oh, shit, that's all good. And I'll just sit there and just fuck around at trying to make it work, even though it doesn't, and then give up.
okay. So you spend your 2 hours doing that. You notice nothing. Like everything around you, like despite only having limited vision, like you can see off miles around you. And like there's nothing. It's creepily quiet tonight. And you spend your 2 hours and nothing happens. Next.
You wake up, Shax. Shax! Shax!
Shax wakes up with his hand in a bucket.
Oh, that's cruel, even for you.
I wouldn't do that. It's your turn for watch anyway.
All right, I'll get to it.
It's mighty creepy out there, though.
Why's that?
Just nothing. No animals, no nothing, no breeze. It's just still and it's empty. It doesn't feel right.
Sounds like an easy watch to me, Shoshana.
Okay, Shax, you head outside. Can I get a perception check? And is there anything you want to do?
Nothing special that I'd like to do.
Okay.
Just take it away from the file.
So, as you're watching, you feel yourself shiver. It's getting really cold, but looking over, like, the moon kind of, like, changes color slightly. And you notice this, but nothing is out of the ordinary. And looking around, like, again, there's nothing. And you're listening hard, but it's just pure silence. But nothing happens.
Alright, that's, Shoshana was entirely right. This is creepy.
Okay, 2 hours passes, and it's now turned for Quirin.
Right, I go into Quirin and sort of like gently shake him.
I don't get up. No. I get. No. I go. Oh, okay. All right, so I'll get up.
Quirin, just it feels like there's something odd going on out there, but just keep your eyes out. Inside your head and open, I mean.
Sure, I guess. That's I'm more creeped out by you now than I am the scenery. That's all right. All right.
Okay.
That's right, Quirin, just a recommendation.
Thank you.
One more because it's a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay, so 12. Coming outside, you notice the eerie stillness, and you look around, and again, you see the moon is like a pale. When you came out, it was like a pale. I should say moons, and they were very pale. And looking up again, like about halfway through, you notice that like the moons are overlapping all of a sudden, and they're shining like there's a red moon and a blue moon, and they're shining down. And in the space up ahead, there's nothing there, but there's a strange color, and there's like it's getting a little bit foggy as you're watching, but nothing's happening. It's just strange.
How fascinating! It's always interesting to see how nature. How fascinating to see the nature in like this. So it's like an eclipse, I guess. I could assume.
Yeah, this is, and from your knowledge, because you would have like a decent understanding of like, because merchants are very like they want to make sure that they know like how people operate. You know that people act strangely when eclipses and full moons are out, but this is not something usual. This is not like a phase of the moon you know about.
Oh, okay. It's not okay. Here, I'll just make sure to keep eye out and be extra alert then.
Nothing happens in the 2 hours. It's just eerie and strange. Okay, last person, baby.
My baby.
Me.
Yeah. There's you look up at the sky. The moons have merged together. It's quite interesting.
Makes me
there's,
think about those brother and sister farmers.
Yes, that is the appropriate analogy. Yes, well, just be careful out there. Other people have warned me too, and it is uncomfortably quiet.
Okay, I'll be watching.
Okay, baby. Anything you want
And
to
then
do?
I go to write in the story about how the murderer breaks out of the prison
Okay.
cart, and then he gets to the farm, and he decides to eat some of the farmers.
Okay, roll me performance check along with your perception check.
Performance. Horrible.
So, your novel takes a downturn. So it's like it starts off as like sexy incest smut, and then turns into like this weird, gory like murder mystery.
It's gonna be a fucking masterpiece when you
The bestseller, I'll tell you.
He has no regard for genre and crosses all boundaries.
He's a true innovator.
It's comment on the fractured government of the Roadmere Union.
And so, like, you are concentrating your book, but again, you notice the eerie silence, and as the moons kind of cross each other, the sky turns a shade of green, and you watch as like floating shapes in the clouds that you'd never noticed before, and just as quickly as they came, they disappear. But your watch is uneventful apart from that.
And I add into my books, the demons are watching him.
Okay.
Because the things in the sky kind of spooked me out, so I was just like, made me think of demons.
Okay. So you guys wake up the next morning. Can I get a constitution check out of each of you? Constitution.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Okay, so
Almost made at least 10.
it's a DC 10. So
No.
Kobo, Quirin, and Shoshana, you guys have 1 exhaustion because it was you did not sleep very well. How did I track
I do that on village checks. Alright.
Oh, no. Where's exhaustion?
It should be the number.
Top left.
The
Top
smiley
left.
face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine.
You're not gonna be so smiley now.
So we have an uncomfortable ride towards Liora ahead of us.
Okay.
So, who's where?
I'll be in the cabin trying to, like, sleep a bit to catch up on the sleep I didn't get last night.
Okay.
I'll ride next to Klaus this time.
Okay.
I'll ride on Baby Lou's horse if he permits me.
Okay.
I would say anything, but as usual. I'll get ready
Okay.
to ask what's the name questions, Klaus.
Okay. And Kobo's in the back. He's talking to religion about nobody. He's talking to religion to nobody. Nobody's listening to him at all.
I sit in between Kieran and Klaus and have my arms around him.
Okay. Quirin, can I get a perception check from you first to see how your map goes? I believe you have disadvantage on... No, this is an ability check. Is it ability and skill checks, or is it just abilities?
I don't know how it works. It's a skill check. I don't.
This is...
It's disadvantage on ability
It's
checks.
just ability, so... Hold on.
Yay.
Despite that... I mean, it's better than... Probably better than yesterday. It's a road with just a little bit more detail, but...
This place, everything looks the same. It's
Yeah.
hard to.
It is a long stretch of plains that have...
That would be a disadvantage from exhaustion.
Yeah, that's what I thought, so... Roll it again.
I think
Yeah.
Foundry doesn't use the proper word sometimes, or this character sheet.
Yeah, the character sheet doesn't use the proper words, yeah. But, I mean, the 12 was pretty low
Yeah.
anyway, so... but yeah, so you, it's basically a road, and then beside it some, like, sticks representing grass, and that's it, because that's all you can see. So, it's not the most interesting of maps you've ever drawn, let's say that. You guys up front, is there anything you guys want to do?
Talk to Klaus.
Okay. What do you want to ask him about?
So, Klaus, yesterday night, while you and the lady were sleeping, some of us saw like an interesting scene. There was the moons appeared to merge in the sky, red and blue. Do you know of such a? Do you know the significance of such a?
And then I'll add in that during when I was on my watch, the sky turned green and I saw demons flying around the sky.
Hearing this, he takes one of his hands off the reins and like strokes his chin and says, "Significance, I'm not sure of, but I have heard of such events. People call them all sorts of things, bad omens, good omens. Demons I'm not sure about, but often it represents the changing of elements. We should be careful." road up ahead. It might be hard to use magic.
Ah.
I just give him a squeeze and I go, I don't use magic.
And he laughs, but as he does that, he looks over to his sword and says, "It's not just regular magic." He says, "All sorts of magic are affected, including magic items."
Bro.
Shoshana probably would have heard about this. If you're, would you be listening in on the front, or are you just still trying to sleep?
I'd probably, because obviously I won't be getting the benefits of a long rest, so I'd be just sort of like lounging around, listening in offhandedly. I think I would have perked up at this talk of magic.
So you have heard of phenomena like this in the Fae, where essentially it's similar to when the boundary gets thin between the Fae and the material realm, in that things become slightly off kilter. So magic can either be empowered or weakened. All sorts of weird things happen. Sometimes weird things slip through the boundaries at the same time.
Oh. Alright.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys want to do? Otherwise, we're moving on to just before Liora. Shax, you can roll riding while you're doing this.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Get some decent practice in. Okay, so while you're riding up, you get to about here. You're about half a day's away from Liora, and looking over, you see the lake, which is what Liora is famed for, and it is slightly iced over. It is deep winter at the moment. It is quite cold. You have no... Oh, can I get a D20 out of each of you? D20. Okay.
Oh my god. I rolled like once, but actually I got double 19s on disadvantage, didn't I?
Yeah, so, you guys don't encounter anything specific on the road. Again, just regular traffic. You see some people walking, heading towards Liora, but regular traffic, you assume. Oh, there's a city there. Oh, that's fine. As I said, you look out over the lake, and it is a very large lake. And despite it being frozen over, you could see why that people of importance like to visit this area. It is a beautiful sight.
Is it giving me like Queenstown vibes?
Yeah, probably. I mean, you're not close enough to the city to see the city yet, but like, it's one of those things where the landscape and the water meld together to just make a beautiful like backdrop.
Yes, now I understand why this place is a tourist trap.
Pretty much, is it? Pretty much, tourist trap is a good name for it.
It's quite lovely. I'll remember this. Definitely take some notes of that and try to put it in my map.
Okay.
It'd probably look better during the summer when the fucking ice is gone.
Yes, but you can slide on the ice if you're brave enough.
There's no way I'm going out there.
Okay. Can I get a perception check from somebody up front to see if we can find somewhere to sleep?
I got this, guy. No problem.
Oh.
Sure,
Okay.
nice. Okay,
Okay.
so you guys find a covered spot. The dirt is nice and soft. There's like a campfire set up in the middle already, as if people stay here quite often. So tonight you'll be able to have a fantastic rest.
Thank God.
Finally.
Kieran, let's play some cards.
Cool. I will bring out the cards. And,
Okay. So while class is cooking, you guys can take your rations. Oh, there you go. A 20. So it's a fantastic meal this tonight. So he cooks up your rations, adds some special spices, and it's like, ooh, delicious. So yeah. While he's cooking, you guys can play cards. So you can either roll dice in here and we can all see them, and you can just have fun, or you can just roll a d6 to see who wins.
Okay. Aha.
Okay, Quirin. A little bit of practice. You take Baby Lou down in the first match.
It'll be an epic battle one day.
That's just the first game. As I pull out my dagger. A dagger I don't have. I pull out a hand axe. Rematch.
Should have taken the dagger from the kobold.
Maybe still have them back holding, but yeah. I think something. I don't
You took the slings. I don't think you took the daggers because they weren't worth anything.
Yeah,
I
Guess I
think
ain't winning the second game.
roll a d6 for us, Quirin.
I'll lose.
Yeah, so baby fumbles his cards and baby doesn't have a good poker face apparently.
I want to check to see if he's cheating.
Okay, insight. Are you cheating?
Oh, I would not cheat the front. I would cheat a companion, ally.
You know, all above board.
Plus, we're not even playing for anything. I'm just
Exactly,
getting
so-
mad.
So it's all above board as far as you can tell.
I throw my axe at Kieran's pillow.
My pillow. The sweet pillow.
Make an attack roll to see if you actually hit.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it just buries deep in that pillow. So your pillow has a small hole in it now.
My head, it will not rest as nicely as it would normally. How could you?
Is there anything else you guys want to do?
No.
Okay, well then we'll go for watch. Kobo gets in his tent and he finishes grooming himself and he tries to groom Baby, but baby's not having it.
No, I'm angry. I lost.
Okay, Shoshana, you're up first. Perception at disadvantage.
Alrighty. I would be disadvantaged anyway.
You don't notice anything tonight. It's not creepily quiet. There's nothing weird about the moon. There's no weird fog. No weird colors in the sky. It's your regular night, as far as you can tell. You certainly aren't looking very hard out. Let's just say that.
Right.
Is
Let's
there
try
anything you
working
want to
out.
do?
Yeah, I'll try working on another song. Sounds similar to like Riders of the Storm, inspired by Baby Lou's ghost story of the green light of the moon and the phantoms in the sky.
Okay, give us a performance check.
Demons in the sky.
Yeah, if you heard of the Great Hunt, that could be an inspiration as well.
No,
It's just not coming together.
no, nothing fucking is, Chad. Fucking dies. You used all my good rolls already.
You have you spend a bunch of time racking your brain trying to like link the word phantom and demon, and it's like green and sky. Nothing just seems to fit together. You're just having so much trouble tonight.
Hard is it? You just combine them.
I'm having writer's block. No! It's true!
For the first time in your life, you understand writer's block. You spend your 2 hours like struggling, and then you think
God.
maybe a nice sleep could help you.
Shax! Shax! Wake up! It's an emergency! Shax! I'm shaking Shax awake.
What's going on? Then I jumped to my feet.
I've lost my ability to write the most epic songs and ballads of all time.
Oh, Jehovah. Must have been
Last
terrible.
3 nights, I've been experiencing writer's block.
Is that like the hangman's block? Oh wait, that's hangman's noose, isn't it?
Yes, good analogy though. Same thing for a bard.
Kind of like the butcher's block.
Oh. Well,
Hey, don't worry, Shoshana. I'm sure you'll find it eventually. I'd better get out and start my my turn on watch.
get my mojo back while you go to sleep.
I
Okay.
have a bit of working for you, Shoshana. Maybe you just need to find that inspiration. Maybe gliding on the ice like what was it Quirин mentioned earlier? Maybe
right.
that could give you the inspiration you need.
Just go slide on it. You'll be fine.
Maybe we
The way
could
our
catch
falls
an
been like-
actual muse.
One inspiration, Shauna. Keep looking at the sky. I'm sure something will come to you. Actually, never mind. I'm not there.
Is there anything you're doing, Shax?
Every time.
Apparently, there's something that I'm doing that's not keeping watch. So I decide to instead of keeping watch, just sort of draw stick figures around the fire, all joining arms in a circle around it. Just
Okay.
as someone has
So-
inspiration in the morning.
While humming Kumbaya.
You're certainly humming something as you like drawing sticks connecting around the fire, stick people connecting around the fire. Like, you don't notice as a fog rolls in over the above you, but like all of a sudden it's the end of your watch and like you can barely see the tents and you're like, oh god.
I try and stumble my way over to find where Quirin's tent is.
Okay.
Quirin.
It's alright. I'll get up.
Alright, it might be a bit hard to keep watch out there. Apparently a fog descended, but I wouldn't be too concerned.
Apparently a fog
That's not so
descended.
bad.
Nothing bad has ever happened when too much fog rolled in.
It hasn't, that's reassuring. I'll rest easier, thank you.
Of course.
I do love how he does say apparently a fog descended.
Yeah, just like they do.
Okay, is there anything you're doing, Quinn, while you're keeping watch at disadvantage?
Yeah, just keep watch disadvantage.
Okay. You don't see much. It's very foggy. In fact, it gets quite a bit thicker, and for a while during your watch, you actually lose sight of the tent you came out of, which is like
Damn.
5 feet away from the fire.
I wonder if this is what it's like to die and go to heaven. Or up in the clouds.
It starts thinning off by the end of your watch, but it's still quite thick. Time for baby.
Wake him up.
My turn already?
Yes. Beware of the fog. It is
The
all-consuming.
fog.
Just look.
He opens the tent, and you barely see the fire in front of you.
Okay. So then I start writing in my book again.
Okay, give me a performance check. Is there anything specific for tonight?
And the murderer sees a bugbear out on the frozen lake and throws his hand axe at the ice and breaks the ice. And the bugbear falls through and he drowns.
Collection of short stories.
And at the thought of falling through the ice and drowning, I'm doing my perception at disadvantage.
Okay. Despite that, you're able to keep good watch. It's still really tough to see. You hear a few you hear noises off in the distance, and you think it's probably a herd of wild animals, but if you went out there, you probably wouldn't be able to find your way back for several hours.
I fight the urge to go hunting.
Okay. So spend your hours watching. Everyone wakes up. It's slow. The fog is slowly clearing, but it's still quite deep when you guys get up. You guys have your breakfast. Do you want to keep heading on the road, or do you want to wait a while to see if the fog clears further?
I say we get into town as quick as possible. Just half days, right? We're almost there.
Just half a day. And you reckon you'd be able to see the road while you're going along?
Yeah, I wouldn't be too worried about getting an ambush or anything like that. That's close to town.
I mean, yeah.
That's why they're employing the fog, because it's close to town. What if it's kobolds with fog magic?
Oh god, don't say such terrible things.
What about fog goblins?
You mean foggles?
Or it could be an ice dragon.
Yes.
Might be a bit early to find an ice dragon.
You like just dying to an ice dragon, I think.
Random encounter just died as
Oh my god, maybe it's an ice demon. There were demons in the sky the other night.
Fog demon.
Maybe the fog is normal. Perhaps Klaus might know this area better.
We better get into town.
Okay, so you guys set off. It's slow going. You are going slow because it's quite hard to see. Who's up front? Who's in the back? Oh, you can all have a long rest and get rid of your exhaustion as well.
Yay.
Oh, it doesn't do it automatically.
No, I think you have to get rid of it yourself.
Well, I'm not going to be able to hunt, so I guess I'll go in the carriage this time.
Okay.
Carriage as well.
Okay.
I'm not sit out on top.
Okay.
This is the room. I'll go in the carriage because if I can't see to draw anyways, I might as well.
Kobo is going to ride the horse today.
Yeah.
I bet he is.
It was the last time we saw either.
Let's go into the story.
Kobo's going to ride the horse really well. Okay. So, Shoshana, since you're the only one out, can you give me a perception check?
Yep.
And then can I get a d20 from each of you?
Is it disadvantage because of the fog?
Yes, it is.
Oh, well, perception I don't do terrible on.
Yeah, very good job.
So, let's see, just a sec. I need to change maps to check, need to roll a perception check for Klaus.
And not anything else suspicious.
That's not what I meant to do. Fuck. Perception. Perception. Actually, that should have been disadvantage, but that's not fine. Perception, normal. Okay. Both you and Klaus immediately notice as all of a sudden, you hear a crack. And all of a sudden, like, the horse pulls up, like, Klaus pulls the horses up immediately. Kobo, like, stops beside you, and you see as space in front of you just shatters in an instant.
The actual fuck.
And Klaus looks up ahead, and he's like, "This is new."
What's going on? Peek my head out of the carriage.
Peeking your head out the carriage, in front of you, you see essentially a jigsaw. And in between each of the pieces is black space.
What the hell is going on here?
And is it like the whole, or is it just a small part of in front of us, or the whole?
It is about 10 feet wide by about 10 feet high.
I feel like we should probably not touch it. But it's
Is
so
it coming toward us, or is it like
No,
still...
it just in front of you. Space has just cracked.
How interesting.
Shoot an arrow into it?
You can try.
No, I'm asking.
Oh.
Should we? So,
I
like,
don't
me
know.
and the group.
If you shoot an arrow, it might. I don't know if anything on the other side might take that as a, attack or something.
throw a rock into it.
I'll grab like a rock near a rock and like lob it in there now. So
Cowboy tosses you a sling bullet.
Here, I know. I'll just toss it like lob it wide. I'm not trying to throw it in like
Okay.
full speed something.
So it throws, and as it reaches the blackness, it slides and just disappears. It doesn't clink on the other side. It goes into the blackness and disappears.
Okay. Does our character know about portals or something, or?
Shoshana might know something about it. Shoshana, Arcana. I think you're the only magically inclined. Oh no, Kobo.
I'm not proficient, but I'm jack of all trades.
Kobo really doesn't know much about it. This is not a phenomena you're familiar with. You assume it's magical in nature, but at the same time, it's not. It's unique. Something you've never seen before. Even coming from the Feywilds, this is unique. This is not something you've ever seen before.
Klaus, have you ever seen something like this before?
He's just as wide eyes as you guys. He's shaking his head.
Okay. Yes, this might be a once in a lifetime thing. We should record for posterity. I will draw my map as part of as if it's like part of the map.
My father traveled to hell. I'll go through there.
You don't need to. All of a sudden, after you guys standing around debating, all of a sudden, a young woman steps through the crack, and behind her, the space fixes itself.
Oh.
All of it, and she looks up and she speaks a strange language that none of you understand. And she tilts her head. She's obviously looking at you guys.
I'm confused, and I tried a few different languages. I tried talking to her in I don't understand anything she says, right?
Not at the moment. So yeah. So
I'll try Dwarvish and Elvish and see if she understands anything I'm saying.
As you cycle through languages, she picks up and says, And she like strokes her throat and then speaks in common. In fact, she says, "I see. I'm in this realm. It has been a long time. What year is it?"
1449 AD.
I see. She takes out a book. It has been a while. She puts it away. Hello there.
Who are you?
My name is Lise.
Why would you want to know the year?
You see, I have a tendency to disappear and reappear at random times. It has been a while since I've been to this plane specifically.
So if I would have walked through there, I would have traveled through time.
It is unknown. I don't know how it works. I am a merchant, however.
Kieran's a merchant.
We can be best friends.
Would you? I have some items here. Would you like to buy any? And she brings out a book, and she brings out a flask.
I whispered to her, I've only seen him collect money from people. I don't think he's a merchant.
She nods her head.
I'll go look at it. Go look at us. What she got?
She has a book. She has a book in a language you can't read, and she has
Another
a flask.
one. Does it look like the other book in a language we couldn't read? Is it a similar type of script?
No, this is entirely different. It is an old leather-bound book. It has a symbol that you don't recognize on the front. It has... Hold on.
I tell her that I can't read what it says.
It has 1,200 pages, from what you can tell. It's a long book. She says, I believe there's magic in this world that allows you to read it.
And then I show her my book that's only like 2 pages long.
She looks at it and she says, How about a gold for it?
And I'll be like, Kieran, she wants a gold for this book.
No, she's offering to buy your book for a gold.
Oh.
You can't buy my book. It's not done.
Well, when you're finished, maybe I'll pay more for it.
Yeah, but you're going to travel through time again and I won't see you ever again.
Lady Luck may favor you or may not. We shall see. So yeah, she has the book and she has a flask.
All right, I'll go investigate that. And
Okay.
A flask?
A flask of some sort.
both of them, I guess. I don't know.
Can I smell it?
You can smell it if you want.
So I open it and I smell it.
Okay. Upon opening it, it has the strong scent of whiskey.
How much for the flask?
A measly 55 gold pieces.
Never mind. I hand it back to her.
So, what does this flask do?
She says, I don't know. I picked it up from a goblin. He sold it. He said he wanted to quit drinking.
Okay. I look
I'll
at
start.
Shoshana.
Oh,
Ask Shoshana, can you identify this? Or
I
that's-
can't. I'm not very good at identifying magic items just yet.
It's like level 3, isn't it?
I think it's level 2, but I've only got level 1 spells.
Yeah, it's a second level spell, isn't it? No. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
I speak to her in Goblin about how I don't have the gold for it.
She speaks back in Goblin. Maybe you should talk to your party. Maybe they'll have the gold for it.
No, it's too much gold. I ain't that worried about it.
Hey, this could be useful. Shax, this flask. Can we test the contents just to see what? Doesn't do anything unusual, does it?
No, as far as I'm aware, it just stores alcohol.
Why would it be so much?
Well, I did pay a pretty penny for it.
Well, that's the better question then. Why would you pay such money for an apparently non-special item?
She smiles and
You know-
says, unique items from unique customers. That is my motto.
Surely you could cut us like a new customer deal. I mean, just to test the waters.
She strokes. She like looks down. She's very well. And she says 40 gold is the lowest I can go on it.
I kind of want it because it's so expensive.
Will they get you? Trust me, I know. I have seen many useless items sold for extravagant prices.
There's also
The
the book.
rich.
May I
Yes.
examine the flask?
She nods and she hands it over to you.
Break it. No.
What race is she?
She's, as far as you can tell, she's human. She looks like a 16-year-old human.
I'd like to investigate it and check it for like. I'm just suspect it's magical because of how she got here as well.
Okay.
Apparently, that's right up Bubba's alley.
God.
Nice. Above, of course.
I've already knocked up one 16-year-old.
It's true.
Was that the Arcana check on the item?
No, that was the one you asked before.
Okay. So how are you investigating this item?
I guess I'll Arcana because I'm looking for it just because of how she got here. I suspect she'd
Okay.
have magical
Go ahead.
items. Nah.
I mean, it has runes on it, but as far as you can tell, you don't know. You can't tell.
So, I must ask, so what is your name, lady?
Lise. You can call me Lise.
I said Lisa, yes, I said.
You can call me the dimensional merchant if you must. There must be some who would know me, or at least the rumors of me.
So you have been to this world many times?
Here and there. Occasionally. Last time I was here, I sold a sword to some king. He used it to enslave some group. It was a shame.
So,
What year was that?
And she opens up her book. 220 years ago, it looks like.
Does Klaus know anything about?
Oh, Klaus is super surprised.
Would I have
Wait, how
heard
did
any
you?
of it from my either my background or my past with the Archphase?
Not of the Archphase, but your other background. 220 years ago triggers a warning. It is about the same time as the breakup of Sandora and Sandor into two nations, and them slaving each other.
Ah. This could be quite a powerful relic.
and how much, may I ask, how much you paid for such a sword?
How much did she sell it for, or how much did she buy it for?
Did you sell?
150,000 platinum.
Fuck.
It
Was
was
it a
everything.
sword?
It was everything that the that person had, but it was a fantastic deal. And she pulls up a purse. It got heavy that day, and she pulls it away.
Oh.
Yes.
She's got a lot on her.
Kill her, kill us up. No,
Just one girl, surely.
I'm sure that happened.
Yeah, make a sleight of hand check, Ben.
It's a magical item. Like, you're not even sure you
Yeah.
could get into it, let alone like take it from her.
this bitch travels through time and space. But I'm good.
Isn't that the kind of people you'd normally cross it?
So
let me.
what?
Hmm?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like looking at her, she doesn't look dangerous, but every single sense shows that if you cross her, she can defend herself.
Yeah.
So where are you trying to get to now?
And she shrugs and says, "I'm not trying to get anywhere at this time. I have been traveling for many years, and I enjoy seeing and hearing stories. I enjoy buying and selling goods from both famous and non-famous people, and I do enjoy meeting up-and-comers."
How about this? When you purchase items or sell them, is it only through coin, or do you also exchange for services?
Well, I can't really exchange services. Usually I'm only in a world for hours at most. But I have been known to sell goods for stories or unique information.
Oh, there's a Santa here. She might have some fun stories for you. It might be worth something.
I tell her some of the stories that my dad told me about being in hell.
That's a pretty good story.
She actually, when you mentioned Babalu, she actually goes, from the what's the realm called?
Avernus.
No. From Faerun. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
I have heard rumors of him. He had a child. That is amazing.
That's me.
She comes up close to you and looks at you. I've never met the person, but I've seen paintings. You do bear some resemblance. Although I can't say I'm much of a specialist on bugbears.
He was probably riding his steed, Balkoth. He's a nightmare. He's really cool.
She says, yes, the painting was indeed of him riding a steed.
How much would the book go for?
The book is just a paltry 1 gold.
I will take
Here
it.
to be anything special? Just a book that we can't read?
She says,
Yeah.
I got it from an elderly lady. She was in need of money at the time, and she and I happened upon her as she was traveling from one place to another, and I bought the book from her.
Sure. I think we can afford the book at least. But that,
I'll cover it, Quarren, from last night's earnings from the previous town.
I mean, it's for the party, so I'll just take it out of the party goal. It's fine.
So what about the flask? Are you going to buy the flask?
I know. I was asked since Baby here shares with you a story of his father. Does that help knock down the price further? Given that.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay. I'm actually not too bad at this.
Cool. She nods and says, "Okay, 30 gold." I did meet someone, and got some stories. So why not?
Look at the party. Does this satisfy everyone? Do we want to try this out?
Yeah,
Try this.
do it.
Let's do it. I'm
Alright.
curious.
A democratic vote.
Okay.
There's interesting runes on here. I'd like to.
Give 30 gold.
Okay, so 31 gold. So you buy a book and a flask of unknown origins for now.
All right, I'll put it in inventory.
Okay.
In the journal at least.
Okay. And she says, thank you. Is there anything you want to sell before I leave? I feel myself being pulled back.
I just
Koboldi?
I cut off a lock of hair and I give it to her.
She smiles and thanks you.
Guess that is a legendary item. That is.
She says, if I'm able to sell it in the future, you can expect some reward.
Okay. Let's see what I have. Anything they sell her? Let's see. Anything unique?
How much for the look of bugbear hair?
And I just look at Shoshana. I mean, selling it. I was just giving it to her as a gift.
I shall treasure it for as long as I have it.
I ask Klaus, your weapons. Are you fond of them?
He is very fond of his weapons.
Okay, you can sell if you want. If you get bored of them, she's here. Right here.
We can hold on to the money for you.
These weapons are worth quite a bit. Let's have a look.
There's a
I'm
small
sure.
child over there. I'm sure she'll fetch a lot. We're protecting her.
Unfortunately, I don't take. I don't really take humans or anything else live through. They tend to suffer unfortunate accidents coming through with me.
No, that's good. I was testing to make sure you weren't a slaver, so we didn't have to kill you.
She laughs. You can try if you want, but most people who do that end up full of holes.
Oh, I like you.
Well, if we see you again, I might have something to sell you in the future that might be quite valuable.
I look forward to it.
Okay.
And as you guys are as you say that, Karen, all of a sudden you hear a crack and a shatter, and space seems to start warping again.
I back away.
Well, it was a pleasure to meet you, Lisa.
It seems my time is up here. I hope we meet again, although I can't say for sure. Goodbye. And with the same sudden appearance she had, she disappears.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad I didn't go into the blackness.
I wonder if we could learn to harness her reality-shifting abilities at some point. If we ever see her again.
Perhaps. It is today, in this week in general, has been very strange. The fogs, the moons, the eerie silence. I don't know what's going on. It's
The demons.
yes, the demons, right? The demons. Who knows?
Maybe they're trying to keep the tourists away.
Okay, so about an hour later, you emerge and you see the walls, shining white walls. They are pure white, and they're you would all know this. Every year, just after winter, they are painted white, and they glisten in the sun, and you can see the tops of the buildings, all of them painted white. So it looks. You can see it from a distance. And as you roll up, there is again a line into the city. It is a very long line. While you're waiting, is there anything you want to do?
Maybe just talk to some of the other people in the line to get a sense of why it's such a long line to get in.
One of the people you talk to says, yes. Unfortunately, there was a murder recently. Security checks are rather tight. But it shouldn't be too painful. The lines usually move very quickly, and I'm sure, within the next few weeks, they will, calm down. After all, they caught the murderer. That's what they announced, anyway.
I asked about the murder.
Bloody affair. The Lord's second cousin was found in his, sleeping with the person who was accused of his murder. And he was found as a bloody mess, let's just say. But that's all we know for now. Unfortunately, they're keeping any other information tight-lipped. Though, I must say, there's been a scandal for the Lord.
Definitely. Court intrigue, how exciting!
Shauna, you are a gossiper, are you not?
I wouldn't call it gossip. Just facts.
Of course. You must watch reality TV.
The person who you guys were talking to was like, reality TV?
I mean, it's my favorite theatre production is The Bachelor.
Oh my god.
They get all these young men up on stage, and this woman has to pick which one she wants. Simply amazing.
And
Premise.
the person you're talking to is like, it sounds like a load of useless trite.
Oh, it is, but it's so entertaining. These fools think they have a chance.
And like, is looking at you a little weird as if like...
It's an acquired taste, I guess, but...
And it's like, yeah, very much so. Although I must say, it'd probably be very popular among the tourists who come here in the spring.
Definitely. Perhaps there's money to be made there.
Oh no. So about an hour passes and you're finally led into the city. As you rock up, one of the guards asks you what you're doing here.
Urgent business to see the Lord about an incident in Vanglor.
He raises his eye but doesn't say anything. He says, very well.
We're here on Lud Nelson's orders.
He again raises his eye and says, last thing I heard about him was he was missing.
Oh, yes, the funny thing about that, we solved the case and found him, and now he needs the help of the Lord.
Very well, I will send word to the Lord's mansion to let them know you're coming. But don't expect an audience today. The Lord is awfully busy with, well...
Oh, we know.
It's okay.
Scandals and murders and whatnot. It's
He-
another day at the court.
He nods, says, find yourself a good inn. And then
Any recommendations?
he says, yes, the Silver Muse.
Oh, it sounds positively delightful. Are they looking for bards as well?
And he says, that's why I recommended it to you. It's just high enough that we will be able to find you, but just low enough that he looks over at the bugbear. He will be able to enjoy himself too.
Could we get some directions?
Head straight down the road, turn left. You can't miss it. It has the picture of a silver mermaid singing on the front of it.
Oh,
Of these medieval artists. They do such a good job illustrating.
Oh, where's the blacksmith?
He says, the trade district. Look for an anvil.
Yeah, I'm curious as well. The city's pretty big, right? There are many people here. Is there like a cartographers guild or something, or the people who are
Guild is a strong word. There are map makers. Most of them work for the nobility, of course, or the military, one of the two. But they do have a section you can visit. It is but it is by appointment, so you would have to apply for it.
Okay, that's fine. I think when we talk to the Lord about this other issue, I can discuss this with him. Thank you.
He nods.
Shax.
Anything else?
Shax, we are here to see Cobellion. Did he tell you where?
My letter simply said he's in town, but I'm sure he won't be difficult to find.
I mean, a drunken monk shouldn't be very difficult to find.
Yeah, we'll ask the guard. Perhaps this fine gentleman's seen him. Looking for a monk, very drunk. I'll give him a description since I've met Cobellion before. Often under a table. I don't know. Shax.
Troublemaker?
But
Has-
rescuing damsels in distress as well.
Has a very large debt?
Perhaps.
It's a very large something, yes.
That's him.
Yes, I know of him. He's currently... he is currently staying in the local constabulary.
Oh, Shax.
He had a complaint registered against him. If you'd like to see him, you can go there.
Perhaps his debt's at an end, then. We should go see him.
Here, you want to go to the map makers people, get an appointment while
Well, I think I
they
would like
go
to.
do that?
I want to, but I think I'll wait until we talk to the Lord because I don't believe I will have enough sway in the city to get a decent appointment. I believe if I talk to the Lord and then get some help from him, it will make things much faster and easier for me to talk to them. And I would like to keep an eye on Shax when he talks to her master.
Okay.
No offense, of course. I don't know how to do you just run, but you know how it goes.
Okay. Well, as you guys move in, you led into the city. You notice that actually it's a lot more lax than most of the other cities in that you're not asked to do any like confirmation of criminal activities. Just the questioning, and you're let straight through. There's no tolls to pay, which is unusual for most big cities. But tourist. And at the end of that, that is the end for tonight.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All these, like random encounters are gonna be, or random things that are happening, events are gonna be very interesting.
Okay.
I've seen some of them, but yeah, I think we go. Feel like we got lucky essentially with him not being super horrible for us.
I don't know, that kobold encounter.
That was true, but that was our fault. We went in. So
You're like, it's kobolds! Charge!
yeah. Didn't you remember we're level 2? So it's like yeah.
So it's very likely that the end of next week, you will be leveling up. So I would look at over the next week. Look at what you want to over the next week or two. Look at what you want to do with that. But apart from that, that's the end. Oh, thank you for coming out. Oh, thank you for watching the video because this is a YouTube exclusive.